Hello, my beautiful wild ones. This is a reading for the collective for February. So, all star signs. Let's see what's in store for you. I'm going to be using the beautiful Australian wildflower cards. Then I think this will be a bit of a longer reading. So, we'll go into the global reading cards next, just to sort of clarify and dig deeper in terms of the wildflowers. Tarot, as always, to clarify, and maybe some final messages from Earth Magic. So just take time to really think about what it is you'd like the answers for. We're kind of endish January now, coming up to it. So what's the next 6 weeks into February going to be? So we've kind of, started January in one of three ways, either positively, negatively, or really things have just been rolling. If you want to claim this reading, make sure you double tap on the subscribe button just to get that energy coming your way. Right, well, first thing that's kind of popped out is Rosella Flower Strength. So you're going to need some strength throughout February. Now this is actually a great card. Sorry, the crystals are going everywhere. Because the reason why I say it's a great card is it's actually indicating that you do have strength. So we're in 2022 and sort of that rollover. You might be a bit tired from partying. You might be a bit weary from everything that happened in 2022. This is saying that this is where you come into your absolute strength. So really, we're going to dig really deep into this today to see what it is. But you've got three major guides around you, and you can see that they're really positive guides that are going to literally propel you forward into February. And I'm sorry about the noise in the background. My cat has decided to come in and start eating some bickies with her little bell. Okay, now in talking about the strength, what it needs you to be is it's saying, look, flannel flower is obviously all about calm. It's like a huge big hug. So what it's saying is don't let the triggers, you've had January, don't let the triggers that would trigger you in the past normally come up and bite you. Take that 10 seconds. I want it's saying 3 to 10 seconds before you snap back at somebody on any situation, or before you see the same pattern starting to arise. Now just quickly, interestingly, also for intimacy, any intimacy issues which have been experienced generally on the male side of things, flannel flower is a great healer of that. So if that resonates with any of you, please know that you can see there's a lot of blue around, so being out in nature, not getting triggered yourself and being argumentative about this person. And if you're a male, try and just chill out a little bit, because it's going to help with any intimacy issues that may have been an issue of the past. There is a big decision coming up. We've got Sturt Desert Rose, all right? So there's definitely change in the air for 2023, which really does kind of reflect and come off the back of a lot of the individual horoscope readings that I did for January 2022. So, big decision looming. It's heart-centered, okay? So I suspect this is relationship. It could be to do with the intimacy. It could be to do with you've just had to be very strong in this, be the stronger partner in this relationship. So there's a big decision coming up, and we'll go into, you're going to be divinely guided to either quit this relationship or move forward. Okay, so if it's someone that it doesn't matter where in the relationship this comes up. You could be married for 20 years. You could be seeing each other for 2 days. It could be something that's, not marriage, just partners. It could even be somebody that you've been, excuse me, probably not because I coughed, but any past person that you're thinking of returning and it's time to quit. So you've got Fairy Aprons guidance. Now the other interesting thing about this is these little sort of petals that you see here. It's probably the only carnivorous flower, so not plant. Obviously we know there's carnivorous plants. It's one of the only carnivorous flowers around. So you are really destined to kind of become a new you. Full stop. Like, it's literally going to eat away the old you, eat away the old traumas from relationship. If you quit the relationship, it's gone. You move forward and we'll see where you're going. If you decide to stay with it, any of the rubbish from the past is gone. Like this, these are like little water bladders, and they eat the bad bacteria in water. So really bloody powerful stuff, guys. I'm almost tempted to jump straight into tarot, but I won't. I'm going to go just with some of these global readers first. I just want to dig it a little bit deeper because that's very overarching. These are still overarching cards, but sometimes they can be a little bit softer. Then I think we'll go into the tarot. So let's just see what the flower cards have to say for our people, Spirit. Anybody watching, remember to double click this reading if you want it to claim it. Beautiful. All right. So whatever decision you make, you're going to be abundant. Okay, so if you decide to cut the relationship, you're still going to have an abundance of love. If you decide to stay with it, it's going to be, you know, there's a beautiful pink scented peony. I mean, peony and tree peonies in particular. I mean, peony is one of the most beautiful revered flowers, but a tree peony has so many of them. This is one of the best cards you can get in the deck. I see that there's another person, okay, for a lot of you. And if it's not another person, it's a new way of being in your relationship. So this tarot is going to kind of clarify that for us. I do want to say though, this is abundance all round, so just happiness, health, but also financial. So when you cut, because what's happening at the moment, one of the reasons why it's saying it's a big decision is because your bad relationship's actually pulling your sort of money, your financial flow, because you're so cut off and sort of protective, needing to be strong. It's stopping the financial flow coming in. So this is, you know, wonderful. The first card that we've picked out of these clarifying, I said softer. What's come out is yes, it's going to be a positive outcome, whichever way you go. What have we got here next? Consciousness. Again, look like the guidance. And interesting because this is so about love. We've had that big pink flower, and we've got this Rafflesia, which is this massive big red flower, so heart-centered. You know, like the fairy agents with the guidance, this is your consciousness telling you that you know, you need to just break open. You can see this, how this it's kind of like raw, right? You have to get to the heart of who you are. You want raw love, okay? You're so closed off in your relationships, people, or you're so closed off with no contact. Okay, you need to open that up. Now that's going to come in automatically anyway, all right? Through you doing conscious work yourself, okay? So manifestation, mindset, you know, a positive mindset. It's basically, for me, this is all about your mindset, you know, your consciousness as to where you're focusing. Is this relationship going to be good? Do I need more power? I'm being strong. Why shouldn't this just happen easily for me? You can see there's all these pretty soft, pastel-y, smooth skies in the background there ready for you. But it's saying, you know, you've got the option here. You can either look at that as a steep climb or actually quite an easy climb, because it's not rugged like the other side, to get to this beautiful utopia. So it's all possible. How gorgeous. Guys, I can't make this up. Success, okay? But you have to make a decision. Coming back to this courage card here, where I said there was a big decision looming. And you need to make it with that calm mind that I said with flannel flower. But the absolute overarching energy here is you will be successful either way. And again, this is a money card too. So like the message has come out twice now. That you need to sort your love life out to bring the abundance in. And this is how fearful you are. You can see that rock that's on the precipice there, right? That's your mind. Remember I said you needed to do that conscious energy? It's all in your mind. Really, if you look at this rock, the bigger part of it is on this side. It's quite stable, but it looks like it's going to tip off because it's you fearing, being too scared to make this decision. But make the decision. Look where this rock goes. It's like, you know, oh, sorry, not where it goes, but what's there. It's full of flowers, happy white flowers. Guys, look, I know it can be scary to change, but you've got strength as the overarching energy. As I said, there's 3 guides around you. Please, for those of you looking to make that change, this is how you set yourself up for success in 2023. In particular in your relationships, but as we're seeing, as soon as you sort that relationship, so does the money flow. This isn't one of those times where it's like, oh, but your work's excellent. You're sort of like suffering in both work might be okay, but it's not like you're enjoying it. You should be making loads more money. It's a mindset. Mindset, do the work. What does that mean? Say it, think it, believe it, look it up. Do mindset work on Google, YouTube. There are plenty of coaches out there. I like Dylan James. A lot of them don't believe in tarot. I do. Actually, that's a lie. Abraham Hicks has great stories if you follow her about the truth of tarot. It's all about energy. We're picking up on your energy. I'm picking up on your energy here. On what is viable when you match vibrationally with this. Okay, so the first card we've got, I won't lie, it came out upside down. It was wish fulfillment in reverse. All right, so the way I look at this is, and we'll go into it deeper, is if you do not make the change, your wish won't be granted. If you do make the change, we know that card would probably come out, the white ray up. Spirit, is what I said correct? Do they need to make change? Is this a relationship? Can we look out into this for the collective, please? In particular, when I say collective, it's for those that have landed on this reading right now. Guys, yes, it's just confirmed it with the King of Pentacles. Now look how rich that is. All right, there's two things to the King of Pentacles. You might not be able to see it here, but he's actually quite a soft man. All right, because it's an earth sign, people tend to think, oh, it's all about money. That is absolutely incorrect. You can see he's a really content. There's not that grimace that you've got on the face of like a knight. He's there, he's happy, he's made it. He's looking over his kingdom in terms of love and money. All right, so you can literally have it all. Material and love. Let's go into it further. But that was just, I remember I asked specifically on that wish fulfillment. So yes, to making the change, which, you know, let's face it, is exactly what it said here with the success. So the tarot is absolutely confirming that. This is, you know, King of Pentacles is a court card, so it does represent a person, most likely. So whoever it is you're thinking about. Okay, Hanged Man. All right. So at the moment, look, this is fine. I think what this is actually, you know, some people look at the Hanged Man and they go, oh, what does that mean? All it means is, and you know, this is the beauty of doing the flower cards first, is remember I spoke about calm and change. So taking this time and making these decisions in a calm manner as opposed to like, oh my God, I've got to make a change. It's got, you know, and consciously thinking it's going to be a horrible thing to split, or consciously thinking it's going to be really boring to stay, or whatever it is, that's incorrect. Having that time to yourself and remaining calm and centered like the Hanged Man is actually where you get the positive outcomes from. So I'm loving that for you. What else have we got here, please, Spirit? What else have we got here? Yeah, contemplation. All right. So this cup of love is literally waiting in the wings. Can you see? It's waiting for you to make this change. And the hand of God there, you can see it coming, handing it to... This is you at the moment, still in contemplation, still kind of deciding, not 100% confident. But that fourth cup is there for you. And God really wants you to take it. Spirit really wants you to take it if you don't believe in God. I mean, when I say God, it's really our subconscious universe, you know, whatever you believe. But I like to see this as the hand of God coming in to literally gift it to you. It's all working out, you know. This is actually... What did I say? It's all working out. Like, honestly, like really, this is your soulmate. So when you make this change, whether it's the new person or the next, or the, you know, old person, it's your twin flame. It's the Two of Cups here. It's absolute soulmate love. It's long lasting. It's forever. This is such a gorgeous reading, but it takes you to do that work, right? But you've got, like, again, I mean, when I just think of King of Pentacles and even the Tree Peony and, you know, Jasmine and success, you just... This is, I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. Like, and you've got overarching energy of strength, which means that Spirit is giving you this strength as well. Yeah, walk away from these swords, okay? Seven of Swords. That's what's happening, is you're walking away in February from this past grievance in your relationships. you know, having to put up with a loveless marriage, having to put up with a loveless, a sexless relationship. You don't need to do that. You can either address it, you know, with your partner, or you can walk away from it. Either way, however you choose to solve it is up to you. I mean, you know, if there's still love there, I would stay. Yeah. And it's using, whether you're male or female, it's using this Queen of Wands energy, all right, to address this situation. So you can't come down on this person. It has to be done from the heart in terms of, it has to, like, Queen of Wands is almost not selfish, but it's, you know, she's someone that's very confident and one of those people in society, I suppose, if you were to try and peg it against a persona, that someone might think is a bit overconfident and has it all and what have you. But that's what this energy is, okay? So it's kind of like you've got to come from the perspective of not coming down and blaming other people in the relationship. You've got to come from the perspective of, these are my wants and needs, and make it fun, you know, because I want love, because I love you, all right? And you've got to have that consciousness in your mind that says this is going to be successful, because it will be, because you've just seen all the cards that say success. I always love that little black cat down the bottom there. It's kind of like Queen Sassy, you know, Queen of the Wands. She's very clever, even though people see her as a little bit more frivolous and fun. And, you know, for a lot of you, it could just mean that you've completely lost the fun as well, like, in your relationship, hence the issues. So I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't go past spending one of your Christmas gift vouchers on some nice lingerie, or taking your woman out for an awesome romantic dinner, or your own sort of, you know, something fun and sexy, whatever that means to you. And when I say fun and sexy, I mean romantic. I don't mean downright. And this is very clear, given the cards on the table. It's not about sexual, as in sending a dirty pic or something. This is about heartfelt sex, okay? Yeah. The whole relationship will transform if you do that, okay? Time to transition. I'm going to leave it there because that major arcana just shows, yep, this is a completely new relationship, be it leaving the old one behind, or this, you know, bringing in this new vigor to an existing relationship. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it resonated. I am going to pick a couple of Earth Magic cards to close the reading off. And remember, if you want to claim this reading, if you want that strength, double click on the like button. If you like my readings, please do go ahead and subscribe. I'm trying to get a little bit more like do them more frequently, and I think that'll be by doing more collective readings, because I do have a niche audience. Now look, Bulk has come out in reverse, which is veiled, okay? So all of this you can't see at the moment. Because it's come out in reverse, this means that in February you will see it, all right? Doing that. So absolutely clarifying that reading beautifully. Any further messages for my collective just before we go, please, Spirit? Yeah, back to this relaxingness, okay? This doesn't, just a reminder, this doesn't need to be a big thing. You're protected, just breathe, go into nature, and the more relaxed, like that calm, that this all happens, the absolute more successful it will be. Remembering that success, this is your soulmate coming in, or this is your soulmate and you're going to reinvigorate it for the long term and really change your relationship. But it's a change in relationship, people. That's what's happening on the cards for February. I bless you. I thank you. Take care, my wild ones. Love you all. Till next time. Ta-ra.